The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. The action tonight out in New York as the Knicks play against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, they are clearly amped up for this one and determined to have a strong showing from the get-go. They feel this is a game they can win and want to establish that pace early on. Well, we've got Andre Iguodala out there tonight, who always seems to be having fun out there. He might not fill up the box score like he used to, but guys, how great is he in the clutch?
You know, you talk about Steph and Clay and, Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala. What I like especially about Iguodala, he has no problem taking the big three with time winding down. Remember, let's not forget, finals MVP.
Yeah, exactly.
Always steps up in the fourth quarter, and he'll do whatever.
If you came for battle, just expect to bleed. Oh, I'm a born survivor. Don't count me out, 'cause what don't kill me only makes me stronger. 'Cause what
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the and David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good. His teammates know firsthand what an impact he makes, David. Thank you. A lot of veteran leadership on these two teams. A lot of guys who have seen a lot of baskets. Doris, they bring a wealth of experience in so many ways.
And Kevin, as a coach, what's more comforting than to know you have a group of guys that know how to play, that aren't going to crack under pressure, that when the game is under duress and you're down to a possession ball game, they're going to have a calm demeanor, just like you, Kevin.
Well, thank you, Doris. But extensions of the coach on the floor.
Well, you've got to be able to think like a coach, and certainly, any time that groups have been together, there's this collective experience that helps them win.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Durant in at the small forward. Rose against Curry. Rose kicks it to Noah. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry's shot is off. Warriors on D. This is DeRozan. Screen by Porzingis. Rose kicks to Porzingis. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Porzingis has got his first basket of the night.
You have to know how to play pick and roll in today's NBA, and Porzingis has got great instincts of when to dive and when to fade.
Anthony, the pass to Lee. There's Rose with the three. Here's Noah. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Curry, good.
They can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Curry against Rose. Out to Porzingis. New York moving the ball around. Noah with a screen on Curry. Here's Rose using his post move to get the 2 points. Rose has got his second basket of the night.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Durant with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Shoots it. And the shot falls short this time.
And honestly not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
He knows it. He just got locked into scoring mode and couldn't get out of it.
Here's Anthony on the mark with the 15-footer.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Oh, absolutely. If they're going to allow him that kind of space, he's going to make more than his share of those today.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Rose against Curry. 5 to shoot, and it's Rose penetrating. Noah dishes to Rose. Screen by Porzingis. Rose kicks to Porzingis. Shoots over Curry. Out to Porzingis. Launches a three, and that's good for Derrick Rose for 3. Rose has got 7 points in the game.
You know, that was a nice find by KP. Saw the open man. He was on time, on target with the pass. Perfect.
Lee with the steal. And here we go. Lee heading to the hoop.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Thompson right side. Lee with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Rose has tapped the ball.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition. And this Warriors team so dominant on so many levels. But for me, what energizes them is that fluidity and that unselfishness of their offense. I mean, it's so much fun to play that way, and that joy feeds into every aspect of the game.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Warriors trail by 9. Thompson outside. Knocks it loose. Taken away by Anthony. To the inside. Up the floor. And there's Rose on the assist by Porzingis. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And the Warriors with such terrific decision-making and ball movement, it's hard to beat them playing old-school isolation offense.
And modern NBA defenses make it hard to score that way. Meanwhile, the Warriors are able to create open looks time and time again with their skill level and constant motion.
Warriors trail by 11. Left side Durant lets it go from 14. Off the left rim and out. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Rose against Green. Now here's Rose. Defense right on him. They grab their own miss. To the middle. Here's Lee. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Curry passes to Green. To the inside. And then Durant with the dunk.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And they're doing it by working the ball inside and getting those high-quality looks in the paint. That's been their recipe.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Amazing. The quickness, the eye-hand coordination of these guys, extraordinary.
That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. Here's Thompson, and another basket for Golden State.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
And here's Rose. He's got 11. The dish to Noah. Down low. Deflects the pass. Here's Porzingis. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, you think back to draft night, and Porzingis was roundly booed by Knicks fans when he was taken with the 4th overall pick. But that's ancient history now. I think everyone realizes the talent this young guy possesses.
And there were even some rumors on draft night that Carmelo Anthony wasn't happy with the pick of Porzingis.
That's a rumor he vehemently denied. They're both perimeter-oriented forwards, and I could see why Melo might prefer a guard or perhaps a more traditional pivot man. The Knicks, though, looking for the upside, and Porzingis has that in spades.
Deep 2 from Anthony. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Looked like it might drop for him, and you know, that has to frustrate him just a bit. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor.
The Knicks leading by 10. Here's Rose. Rose double team. And so here is Golden State. Poke loose. Pachulia dishes to Curry. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Doris, just taking a look now at the players in the game, past and present. Who is or was the most exciting player for you to watch?
Boy, that's a lot. I mean, there's so many names, Kevin. I think Michael Jordan, because when it became a possession ball game down the stretch, everybody in the gym knew Michael was going to find a way to the basketball. I love the Showtime Lakers, so watching Magic run the break with James Worthy, that kind of extraordinary athlete out there. And in today's game, I don't know how you can not bring it in. Take a seat.
I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than them. Do not give them any life out there. Understand?
Doing what are they seeing? What they do now, translate into how the game is, in your words, going to change?
Well, I think obviously, we see that dynamic pregame warm-up for Steph Curry where he's dribbling 2 balls and he's doing all sorts of magical things. And I think you could look at any playground around the United States or any practice at this point, and you're going to see a full generation of players now thinking 35-foot shots are the norm. I'm going to step across half court now, and I'm going to be able to shoot it with that kind of range, and to have the ability to make shots with defenders draped all over you. Sometimes Steph doesn't look at the rim. When he's taking those shots, you sit there and go, he wasn't looking. How did he make that shot?
Extraordinary. Lee kicks to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Tries a 3. No good from Lee.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Pachulia, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, these interior looks are important for Zaza Pachulia, right? He's showing he's not just a defensive presence, but an offensive threat as well.
The shot's good. 14 points for Porzingis.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, they hit the ground running, and not just on the offensive end. Their defense has been brilliant as well. Struggling to make shots this quarter and making it hard to catch up.
And here's Anthony for 3. The shot will not fall. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Durant for 3. Rebound by Rose.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Clearly out of rhythm. He's pressing the issue right now. I'd like to see him get his teammates involved.
And there it is for him. Curry's got 15.
Dominating this quarter. He's been absolutely fantastic shooting the ball, and they still trail.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Pachulia. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Again, Curry missing. New York leading by 9. It's Anthony with the drive. And the rejection by Iguodala.
He hasn't gotten many to go this quarter, but he's still trying to find that consistency. But you really have to be feeling it to go with the teardrop. That is not as easy as that looked.
The 3 from Anthony. Anthony missing again. 4 seconds left. Green, no luck. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 7. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Steph Curry, a player with
anywhere 5-6 feet outside that.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
The second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Well, any deficiencies in their play have been masked by their ability to create second chance opportunities. This is a hard-working bunch.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Clay and Iguodala, the potent wing pair. West is out there with Green, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, there's no doubt that the Splash Brothers are the most dangerous backcourt in the NBA. Steph Curry is the MVP, but he said of Klay Thompson, I love playing with him. How much better he's gotten since day one is kind of scary. He's such a great two-way player, and he isn't anywhere close to hitting his ceiling. Kevin?
Thanks, GA. They're one heck of a tag team.
And guys, as we know, New York has gone through some tough times in the past. The question now is New York City still a destination free agents hope to be a part of? Listen, the lure of the city certainly should be a factor. The other part, this is a storied franchise.
And it's Anthony again missing.
He's been off and on tonight, and that one didn't fall for him, but they still hold the advantage in this one.
And here's Iguodala outside, and Lee pulls it down.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It just seems like the big markets don't have quite the same advantage they used to, Doris, in attracting free agents, wouldn't you say?
No, Kevin, I don't think you're more right. You could be more right. I think when the dollar signs are equal, winning becomes the biggest draw. And that's tough for a team like the Knicks that's trying to claw their way back into the upper echelon.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
Absolutely. Their challenge is to find a way to close off that lane without completely ignoring the perimeter.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Golden State also making a change. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. New York on D. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. The shot by Thompson, no good. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The wide open look here for Anthony. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. O'Quinn's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, you got to give it to the big fella from Norfolk State. O'Quinn making his presence felt on the second chance opportunities.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Jennings kicks to O'Quinn. Here's West. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Here's Jennings. Anthony in the corner. Right block shot. Anthony missing again. Warriors trail by 14. Thompson in the corner. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got his third basket of the night right there.
Listen, they rely heavily on his offense. He rarely lets them down.
Jennings passes to O'Quinn. It's stolen by Livingston. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Shots good by Green.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
Yeah, flawless fast break. Didn't slow down until the ball hit the bottom of the bucket.
Jennings with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. The three from Anthony. Good on the triple. Anthony's got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, very difficult to defend when he gets into this kind of rhythm, which has been all quarter long.
Iguodala dishes to West. Pass to Livingston. Wants to get it to Iguodala and does.
Melo just reading the play the right way, put in the extra effort to come up with such a nice block.
The Knicks making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Ian Clark's checked in for the Warriors. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night. Well, we've seen a lot of players come and go on the NBA doors, and for the players that have a great career, what is the common aspect that threads these great players in your mind together?
Two things: talent and work ethic.
Well said. Now, here's O'Quinn. He's covered by Iguodala. A second chance effort. It's good. 14 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Warriors trailed by 11. Livingston kicks to Clark. To the wing on the left. Knocked away. Stolen by O'Quinn. And a fast break now for New York. It's tipped. Now, here's Green. Defense is right there. Over in the corner, Livingston. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 8th assist in the game.
Yeah, the defense not closing out in time. He's too quick and too good to miss many of those.
Jennings passes to O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
You have to give credit to O'Quinn on that pick and roll play. He knows exactly how to position himself as the roller.
West kicks to Livingston. Iguodala against Anthony. Over in the corner, Livingston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Here is Jennings. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. A floater. It doesn't go for him. Great tee that time from Green. Jennings kicks to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, that's what you can do when you've got a great handle. Anthony is always able to put it on the deck and get to the rim.
Warriors trail by 11. Now here's Jennings. Out to Anthony. West with the steal. Inside. And there's Green on the assist by Iguodala. Green's got 4 this quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Now Jennings. Pass to O'Quinn. And the Knicks good for 2.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Warriors have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Livingston kicks it to West. From 18 feet away, the rebound by Holiday.
That's an outstanding effort there. Everyone knows you can shoot from that distance, and the D did a terrific job making it difficult.
And that one drops for him. And the Knicks lead by 13.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Green kicks to Iguodala. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Iguodala's got 5 points so far.
You know, that's just intelligent basketball. Put that pass exactly where it needed to go to set up the shot.
Jennings kicks to Anthony. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Porzingis is checked in for New York. Rose comes in for Brandon Jennings. And Golden State also making a change. Durant's checked in. Free throw good, Livingston.
We see a lot of teams have gone through logo or jersey transitions, but the Knicks have had that classic blue and orange for a long time. One of the most iconic logos, not only in the NBA, but in all of sports.
Stolen by Holiday. Fires, high post, offensive rebound, outside Anthony. Buried from 15 feet out. He's got 18.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
That's tipped. Outside Rose. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the New York Knicks franchise, one of the founding franchises of the NBA back in 1946.
Well, and how about this, Kevin? The name Knickerbocker traces back even further to the Dutch settlers who came over in the 1600s. It referred to their knee-length style of pants, but came to represent New Yorkers in time.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. Second free throw, no good.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, none here in the second.
51 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Inside Leaner, and O'Quinn sends it back. And they'll keep possession.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And Andre Iguodala isn't the first option in offense he once was, Greg, but he still can come up with the occasional big game and clutch shot when he's out there in crunch time.
Yeah, he doesn't always start, but tends to finish games for the Warriors. One of the more clutch players at hitting big shots at the end. Always steps up in a huge way for the marquee matchup.
That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And that's now 10 points for Andre Iguodala.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
Anthony kicks to Rose. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
It's Curry outside. Here's Pachulia. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the replay center out in Secaucus is delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
And they've seen enough. The basket will not count. The quarter has come to an end before the shot.
And still important to have a second look at it. The technology's available, so you've got to utilize it.
Absolutely. And the first half is now in the books. It's the Knicks leading by 9. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 9-point lead. Shaq?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch.
And that about wraps it up as the...
Welcome back to New York City with all its buses and cars, cabs, people, all the hustle and bustle. This is truly the city that never sleeps. And now the third quarter about to get going. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
You know, amazing, because they're always a focal point for the defense and always looking for ways to take him out of the game, and that didn't happen in this first half.
Melo and Porzingis, the two stars at the forward spots. Lee out there with Rose. And it's Noah in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now.
You know, what's interesting about Porzingis is, yes, was there an adjustment period in terms of his NBA career? No question. But he had a very good grasp of the culture when he came over, and he loves the American lifestyle. He's got the slang down. He's a very outgoing guy.
And how about that one-man fast break?
Boy, once he gets his hands on it, it's straight to the races, just the way it should be done.
New York leading by 12. Anthony dishes to Rose. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Stephen Curry. And the culture shift for a lot of players coming from overseas, Doris, can just be an added task. But for Porzingis, might have made things easier.
I just love how Porzingis approaches everything, and it fits right in with what the fans want to hear. There's a confidence and a brashness that he plays with that quickly had fans flocking to him. You know, he's got the perfect personality and embraces the culture of sport. So it's hard to think that he won't be a beloved player for all of his playing days.
And he comes up with the deuce. 17 points for Steph Curry.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
I think defensively, they've got to get their heads in the game. Judging by that play, they've come out of the locker room a little lethargic.
Double team on Rose. Back to Lee. Pachulia with the steal. Thompson passes to Curry. Back to Thompson. There's the triple. Here's Pachulia, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He thought he had the clean block there, but the refs saw it differently, and they call the goaltending.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Now, respect and admiration around the league for how tough Pachulia is. His physicality means an awful lot to this squad.
It's Curry with the drive. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He should have made that, guys. The defense was okay, but he had no excuse not to finish.
Offensive rebound. Noah kicks to Rose. The wide open look here for Porzingis. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Right side Green. No one near him. And that one, good. Green's got 6.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Outside Rose. To the paint, Noah. And Noah with the slam.
And Rose, an explosive scorer, but he's always been a very capable passer at the point.
Timeout called the Warriors.